We are definitely back. I can tell you that for sure. And you can only guess what we're doing. You can only guess. You can only guess what we are doing. I'm super excited. It's going to be fun. Honestly, I think this is going to be fun. I know absolutely nobody is watching. But I'm going to turn this into a YouTube video, and then we can go on from there. So today we are actually going through my March Madness Tournament Challenge bracket. I have yet to make one. Okay? We have yet to make one. We're going to use all types of resources, stuff on Twitter, stuff on Instagram, stuff on my phone. We're going to use different sources. We're going to also go off my head, my heart, and my gut. We're going to do all kinds of stuff. I'm really excited to do this. This is going to be fun. And honestly, let's just get right into it. We're going to be predicting and filling out my main March Madness bracket. So I have this bracket. I'm come to the groups that I'm in. Well, the gay guy group. Come to that one. But I'm also in First Take, Sports Center, ACC Network. I'm just excited. Let's do this. Okay, so starting off in the South, we're gonna go division by division. Alabama. Actually, let's just do all number one seeds now. Okay. So what I usually go by, we're not even out of the first round. So what we're gonna do actually is go to March Madness on the Instagram. They have tons of them. They have tons of people like putting in their March Madness brackets. I thought Andy Katz had put in his March Madness brackets. We're going to go look at that. They literally just cannot stop posting. March Madness Instagram goes insane. All right, so usually I look at Andy Katz because I think I always think he knows what he's talking about. Okay. So he has Alabama. So in his Final Four is Arizona, Indiana, Purdue, and UCLA. Okay. I think I do have UCLA. What seed are they? They're number 2. Yeah, they're definitely going to win with that game. I don't see... every year it's like, it's going to be an upset. It's going to be a big upset. I don't know. Like Oral Roberts, they were crazy last year. I don't see them doing it again this year. Oh, man, I said I was going to go division by division. This is already really scatterbrained. Okay. Usually I do like this long, just sit down and research and like who in the regular season, who won, who didn't win, who played each other, how many points did they score. Oh, also I actually do want to go because I know they have a good ranking them. Okay, yeah. So Alabama, I do already think Alabama's going to get to like the Final Four. I do see Alabama doing that. I see VCU. Honestly, I was going to say do division by division, but let's do the ones I think are already going to win. So, honestly, I think Baylor won it a couple of years ago. I have a couple other like things I want to go off of here. Okay. 100% of national champions since 1993 have been made their conference tournament semis. Okay, so that means let's do Arizona 2. Okay. Marquette has a big chance of winning their first game as well. 2. I think... But there's no way... I don't... All the 2 seeds, Arizona, Texas, Marquette, and UCLA. Do we see the 2 seeds winning? All 4 of them? I see all the 1 seeds winning. Houston could lose in the first round. But I'm not really banking on that. It's only happened like what, like one time with UVA. I'm not necessarily. I think VCU is going to win the first round. Go VCU. Okay. Well, I'm going to go off of University of Houston, Creighton, Alabama, Texas, UCLA, Kansas, and UConn. Where's UConn? Do we have them winning their first? Here's UConn. So 4. Okay. See, these Arkansas and Illinois and Memphis and FAU, these are like really hard to pick. I really want to pick Oral Roberts, but I just can't. I really can't. There's no way. 100% of national champions since 1997 are located east of like about the Mississippi. About. So that would that Alabama, Houston just barely. Well, like the line here. Kansas, yeah, and I don't know where Purdue is. Is Purdue in North Carolina? I don't know where Purdue is. I see UCS winning. I'm really torn on this right here. Where's Kentucky? Is Kentucky in this? I don't see Kentucky going very far. We have Creighton. But the thing is, I don't want to go for all high seeds. Like, the best chance is all high seeds winning and having every number 1 seed going to the Final Four. And then apparently just Alabama's supposed to win because it's number 1 ranked. Okay. Let's do Arkansas. Let's do Arkansas winning. Over the past 10 tournaments, an average of 9.3 seeding upsets have occurred in the first round. 9.3? What does that mean? Each of the past 5 champions have been 1 seeds. So I think there's definitely going to be the 1 seed. Honestly, I think Alabama's going to take it all. I don't see Kansas. I don't see Purdue. And I definitely don't see Houston winning. Okay. Over the past 10 tournaments, the average sum of the Final Four seeds is 13.7. So, man, what would that mean? I mean, what would that mean? The average? So what, we would have a 1 or 2 and then like 4 or 5? Man, I don't know what that means. I know what that means inherently, but like that's kind of hard to gauge. Okay. Hold on, we're going to go back to Instagram and we're going to see. So the actual field of 68 or whatever, Alabama number 1, Houston 2, Kansas 3, Purdue 4. And UCLA here, Texas 6, Arizona and Marquette. I don't know why I don't see Texas winning their first round. Princeton could pull off the upset as well. Maybe Vermont. I don't see UNC Asheville beating UCLA. But I see UCLA breaking people's brackets. Let's keep going down the line. Baylor, Gonzaga, Kansas State, and Xavier. So where do we have Baylor? I don't think Baylor's good this year. I mean, sure, they're good, but like, you know. See, Virginia, I see Charleston winning. I see Drake 100% winning. Oh, not really 100%, but Indiana, Iowa State. There's no way either of these. See, these teams are so hard to see because you don't even know. Kennesaw State not going to win. Absolutely not in their first round. No. There's no way. I see Penn State. And then I see Colgate. Okay. Okay, we're almost to we're almost to the second round. We're almost to the round of 32. We're almost there. Um, this could be a toss up here. I see Virginia losing. I also see Furman losing pretty. Let's do this. See, Drake is seeded 12, where VCU is seeded 12, but Drake is above VCU. Kennesaw State's not going to get past the first round. They're from the ASUN, and they had trouble with Liberty. And Liberty, I know, wouldn't get past the first round. So, this is hard. This is a tough one. UNC didn't make it, and I'm kind of glad because that's like a dark horse for a lot of people. Not really a dark horse, more say, but like a fool's gold. That's a way better word. It's fool's gold. It's like, oh, it's UNC. They're legendary. Michael Jordan, and they put them to like, no matter who they are, they just look at it and think that that's them. Okay, so here, this is a good one. So most picked national champion, and then the actual champions. So last year we had Gonzaga at 30%. 30% of people picked Gonzaga to win, and then Kansas actually won, and 7.87% people chose Kansas to win. Gonzaga 38. Baylor actually won by yeah. Duke was picked. Virginia actually won. Villanova was picked. Villanova actually won. UNC was picked. UNC actually won. Kansas was picked. Villanova actually won. Kentucky was picked. Duke actually won. Florida was picked. UConn actually won. So I'm assuming a lot of people are choosing Alabama as their number one. And it seems to me that's what they got. 1, 2. They only got 2 out of the best 8 that were actually picked. Mm-hmm. And also the comments in these Instagram. Oh man, I don't know. I definitely see Alabama going very, very far. But the thing is, do we see like a 2 or 3 seed down here? Because I think Alabama can beat Houston. Houston won't get this far. I don't think anybody up here. And if I have Texas losing, I think this is the weakest division here. If I have Texas losing, then there's no one to stop Bama in the Midwest. So the only team that could play against the only team that can play against Bama would be from the East or the West. Or no, right? These two play and these two play, yeah. Okay, here's Kentucky. I'm gonna put Kentucky. Oh wait, here's last year's March Madness bracket. Oh gosh, these are so hard to read. I don't understand. Okay. What am I listening to? Wait. Since 1930. Okay. 2022. So this is okay, so this is it here. I wish I could zoom in. So North Carolina. Yeah, here we go. So North Carolina in Kansas. So North Carolina was 8th seed. St. Peter's was 15th. So St. Peter's went pretty far. And that was a huge outlier, wasn't it? This is hard, man. This is hard. I'm just going off last year's because this is obviously the most like recent what we can do. So Arizona, Houston, but lost to Villanova. So Duke was up there. So Duke is always really good. I just don't believe Oral Roberts is in here, right? It's gotta be. Is St. Peter's in here? St. Peter's gotta be in there, dude. Come on, East. Are they in the East? St. Peter's. No, they didn't make it. That's sad. Richmond beat Iowa. So Iowa, it is possible for Iowa to lose. Right, where's Iowa? I don't trust any of this. Iowa. I know I saw them, right? They're definitely in this, right? There they are. Okay, let's pick Auburn then. Let's pick Auburn to go on. Loyola, Chicago. Okay, and UCS beat Miami beat UCLS. Miami. Oh, okay. So wait, here. I don't know. I see Drake winning. Creighton, Kansas, Iowa State. We gotta finish this. Okay, so between these two, it's like, again, these 4 and 13s are toss-ups. I'm going to put Duke, and I'm going to put Louisiana. That's probably Kansas State and Montana State. Kansas State, I would say. But look, I kind of want to look at the seedings here. So 1 and 9, 12 and 4, 11 and 3, 7 and 2, 1 and 8. So am I having a lot of that? I'm gonna say Memphis wins, and I'm gonna say, Maryland is Maryland good? I don't know. Wait, why is Maryland? Maryland's in the South, right? Okay. Maryland. I guess I wasn't in it. Well, does this matter? I can't tell if these matter because Midwest and Miami. I guess it's like somewhat close. It has to be North South. Well, East is in. Yeah, okay. It doesn't make it. It sort of makes sense. Sort of doesn't. I think they just put them in. I'm really hanging on to this. I already have an upset here. How many upsets do I have? Mizzou. Utah State. No, there's no way. Okay, so let's do an upset here and then Virginia. So how many upsets do I have? I have 1, 2. Okay, I have 2. I think I saw somewhere that there's like 2. There's an average of 2 upsets per division. So I already have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 here. So, okay, I think that's good. Gonzaga or Grand Canyon? Dude, there's no way Gonzaga loses to Grand Canyon. But I do see Boise State winning. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, let's see what we're going. Still no viewers. Let's go, dude. Okay, cool. All right, so now we're on the second round. And I'm okay, so let's compare 1 to 9. I have 1, 9. 12, 4, 12, 4. 11, 3, 6, 3. 7, 2, 7, 2. 1-9, 5-4. I have the 12-4. Okay. 11-3. Really? Michigan? Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Well, Michigan, yeah. And then what's the last one? 7-2. I don't think I have. I have upsets in both of these. I have 4 upsets in this one. Yeah. I think that's okay. Okay, so let's go down to this one. Okay. 1-8. Yep. 5-4. I have a 5-13. Which one? UCLA. Okay, that's fine. UCLA made it to Sweet 16 here, so that's okay. 10-2. And there's a 7 and 5. Well, St. Peter's was like a huge outlier. So unless we see that again happening, kind of like Oral Roberts and St. Peter's and whatnot, I don't know. I don't think I see that again. You know, I don't think I see that again. And then let's check. So 1-9. I have 1-8. 12-4. 12-4. 11-3. 6-3. 10-2. 10-2. Okay, so I seriously do see this happening. I seriously do see this sort of thing happening. Okay, so round of 32, Alabama. I see Auburn. I see Indiana. I see. There's no Charleston. I think it's like a one and done. So Virginia, but Virginia is a very. Lauren keeps texting me. Virginia. Let's do it. Let's do 12. So okay, so 1-4, 3-2, 8-4. This I think in the round. Oh no, we're in the. We're trying to get to the Sweet 16 here. So the Sweet 16 has 1, 5, 11. So Michigan and St. Peter's were like big outliers. 1-4. Oh, okay, here 11-10. Wow, okay. So Wisconsin lost and Auburn lost. So do we see Auburn losing again this year? No, because that's pretty short. Do we see the same Miami team who's now 5 and Auburn's 9? Miami got better. Right? Miami got better and Auburn got worse. I wish I could go back and watch that game like just really quick and see that. Okay. We'll keep that how it is. Creighton or Baylor, again, we're rocking with this really low seeds. Outliers are like the 10s and 12s, 15s. But it's mostly like 1s through 4s that are making to the Sweet 16. Let's just go out on a limb and say Charleston. But the thing is, if I lose in what happened to San Diego State last year? Or did they even make it? San Diego State. I wish you could see like your brackets from last year, you know? San Diego. Oh, Loyola Chicago. Yeah, I remember them. San Diego State here lost to Creighton, and it was an 8th seed. So San Diego State got better, but lost to Creighton, who was... So Creighton got better. So I would say Creighton would beat San Diego State. And Creighton's a 6th seed. Okay. This is all very interesting. Okay. Here, wait. I kind of want to tweet this out because this is actually fun. I don't know how to... I don't know how to chat. I don't want to do chat settings. Wish there's like a share button. If there's no share button, that's okay. Okay. So we need to get past this. It's 1s and 4s except the little outliers. Now, I think the idea that like Sweet 16s seriously get rid of the upsets. Because 1 and 4, oh, okay, wait. I kind of stop in my tracks as soon as the first one I look at. Gonzaga lost to Arkansas, but Duke beat Texas Tech, North Carolina, St. Peter's. 5-2. One, 11, and 10. So we could seriously be looking at like 2 11 seeds, right, in my Final Four. So that's why I'm saying I don't think Charleston is a crazy pick. I don't see that as a crazy pick for Sweet 16. But that's okay. So I will put Baylor and Arizona because I have my crazy pick here. Now, between these two, I would probably say Xavier and Penn State. But again, it's like this constantly balancing. I think this is okay as long as I have Indiana going to the Elite Eight, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I know you're not supposed to eat while streaming, but we gangin', baby. Okay. Sorry, Blaze. All right, so we're still averaging. I'm just basic. I put a thing is okay. Let's go back to Andy Katz and see what he says, because I know he's a smart guy and he's really fast with this. And I know everybody's picking Alabama. There's no way that not everybody's picking Alabama. But apparently we don't really want to pick Alabama. That's the thing. Okay. So Andy Katz has Arizona coming out of the West, Purdue coming out of the East, Indiana coming out of the South, and UCLA coming out of the wait, I'm confused. Of the West. Yeah. Okay. That's why I think Indiana having Indiana here, I think is fine. So he has Houston and Iowa. I think Auburn's got this. Miami and Indiana. Iowa State and Xavier. And Penn State and Texas. I don't see, man. Man. This is a long stretch here. Right here, this is a long stretch. But I might as well just throw in. And if I want to, I'll change it later. But I seriously think that's like something that could happen. Okay, let's go down here. Kansas and Illinois. He has Kansas and Illinois. He has VCU and UConn. He has TCU and Gonzaga. And he has, I think he has Northwestern. Yeah, he's Northwestern and UCLA. Okay, good. Yeah, a couple different things. I think Northwestern's good, but I do see Boise State as a 10 seed coming out of there, just based on like what we've seen in the past. So he has Arizona coming out of the South instead of Alabama. Really? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's go down. He has Maryland, at Alabama and Maryland. He has San Diego State and Virginia. He has Creighton and Baylor in Missouri and Arizona. So right here, oh man, he has San Diego State going to the Sweet 16. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about that. And then he has for the East, he has Purdue, Memphis, Duke, Tennessee, and Kentucky and Kansas State. Yes. And then MSU, he has Michigan. Michigan is a good team, and then he has Marquette. Michigan is a good team, but I do see an upset like right around here. I see an upset right around here. I think you can probably average an upset in every like little small section of each division. You know, there's at least one. You know, there has to be, like, statistically there has to be. I don't think I only have one upset in round one here, which is interesting. Which is so interesting. Gonzaga, Memphis, New Mexico State. See, New Mexico State beat UConn. Mm. Mm. So there's a lot more upsets that happen in round one than you probably think. Because right here is already like, what, 3? 1, 2, and 3? And then how many do I have for West? I have 1, 2. I have 1. I have 2. Okay, so how many upsets? 1, 2, 2. Okay, so yeah, that's what I said. Around 2 to 3 per division. Okay, so I'm still rocking with what I like. Still rocking with what I like, playa. Okay. So let's get to the Sweet 16 with this. So Purdue. I don't know if I see Louisiana State going, or just Louisiana, because he don't even have Louisiana making it out of Tennessee. He has Tennessee and Duke playing, which I think. Let's go Duke. And then Kansas State and Marquette. I'm not even a big USC, but something's feeling it there. Okay, so Kansas. Arkansas could win, but I do see UCLA. Gonzaga or TCU. Although Gonzaga's really good. Gonzaga lost to Arkansas. But that's the thing, if they lost to Arkansas last year, it's very possible for them to do it again this year. And then UConn. I love VCU, but I don't see them getting out very far. So he has UConn and Kansas. He has Gonzaga and UCLA, which is good, variety. I'm not going to just, just copy off of Andy Katz. He has Purdue and Marquette. Wait. So he has Purdue and Duke here. And then he has Kansas State and Marquette. And oops, I guess I am kind of copying him here. That's funny. Okay, so wait, and then up here he has Alabama and SDSU. I don't see that. All right, that's what it says. I don't see San Diego State going that far. They're a 5th seed, right? Correct the last year. Going right here, 4, 2, 8, 15, 5, 2, 1, 10. I guess we would have. And somehow Miami got so far. Okay. Let's go Alabama. He has Arizona making it out here. He also has Indiana. I'm a big believer in Indiana here. And then he has Penn State going here. Penn State? Honestly, I see it because of this right here. It obviously Penn State and Miami are two completely different teams, but a 10 seed getting to the Sweet 16 is not out of reach, you know? Or wait, no, that's Elite 8. Yeah, he has Penn State getting to the Elite 8. Okay, that's what I was saying. A 10 seed getting to the Elite 8 isn't out of reach, though. And I think our seedings, it's not all 1s and 2s and 3s. It's a pretty good mix. Do we see Duke beating Purdue? Is Purdue that good? I think with the Purdue out of the 4 1 seeds, Purdue is number 4. However, that's seeded by NCAA. However, I think Houston is. I don't know the difference between Kansas and Purdue here. However, I know that Kansas wins a lot. See right here. Kansas won last year. So UConn won a couple years ago, I know that. UConn did. Okay, let's go back to our statistics here. That's funny. Okay, so 100% of national champions since 1993 have made their conference tournament semis. % of national champions have been both. That's UCLA, Kansas, Alabama. So I do see Kansas and Alabama. Well, what that was an 8 seed, right? I kind of want to go back to 2021. Let's do this. 2021 March. Ugh. So who won? So Baylor. It was both 1 seeds. So again, 2 1 seeds is not out of the ordinary. Here, right? We have 1 and 11, 1 and 2. Houston got worse. Where was Arizona here? I know it's 2 years out, so it's not it's either could be big or could be small. But again, Andy Katz has Arizona winning, right? He has Arizona coming out of the West, but he has Purdue beating them in the Final Four. He thinks Purdue is going to win it all. Honestly, the more and more I look at this, it's seriously possible. It's seriously possible. I think there's 3 seriously possible winners. And I'm really big on Alabama because they're really good. But I really do see Purdue, UCLA, or Kansas winning. So I'm going to put UCLA and Kansas here. I see Purdue winning, and I see he has Marquette going to the Elite 8, or right? Sweet 16, whatever. Or no, okay. Wait. Yeah, he has Marquette going to the Elite 8. Do we believe that? Do we believe that? Are we sure about that one? I'm not necessarily the biggest fan on that. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan on that. But comparatively with Kansas State and Marquette, you know. All right, let's do Arizona. Do we see Baylor going this far? Could we have Creighton? Could we have a... Now, could we have a surprise in Houston here and Creighton here? Honestly, I might just make a whole nother bracket because I think that I think either one of those are possible. I'm really hung up on these. So I have the Elite 8. I have Elite 7 right now. Kansas State or Marquette. Let's see where both of them were last year. Kansas State, I don't think has a whole lot of tournament experience. Marquette does, though. Marquette does have, well, you know, they lost to North Carolina, but North Carolina went on to be in the championship. They were also the 9th seed, and this year they're the 2 seed. Let's do Marquette. I think 1 and 2. I don't know about it. So it's 2 and 8, 2 and 1. What was last year's? 1 and 11, 1 and 2. So there's always that outlier with the Final Four. Yeah. So 4 and 2, 8 and 15, 5 and 2, 1 and 10. So I'd have 1 and 2, 4 and 10, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. 5 and 2, 1 and 10, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Is Marquette that good as a 2nd seed? I don't see Kentucky going that far. Yeah, let's rock with this here. So, out of Alabama and Arizona, I think Arizona. Andy Katz has Arizona coming out. Let's see where they rank. Arizona's rated 7th and Alabama's rated 1. Yep. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Indiana. So then we would have Purdue and UCLA. You tell me that this isn't a bad Final Four. So the Final Four here is 2 and 8 and 2 and 1, and I have 2 and 1 and 4 and 2. If an 8 seed UNC can get to the Final Four and get to the championship, granted lose, but it was a pretty close game. Let's do the final 1 and 11 and 1 and 2. So there's always this one outlier, right? So that would mean I guess Indiana is our outlier here, but do we see like a lower seed than 8 getting to the Final Four? Do we see a Louisiana? Do we see an Oral Roberts? Do we see a USC? Do we see an Illinois? Do we see a Grand Canyon? Do we see a Boise State? Do we see a Drake? Drake could get here, honestly. But Auburn would win and then go on. Do we see a NC State? That could happen. See, like, this is kind of insurance, I think, because with all these like upsets and whatnot, if Creighton loses and Baylor's almost a surefire to win, almost, because 3 seed, they won a couple years ago, they're pretty good now. It'll be NC State against Baylor. Since I have Baylor here, it's a pretty good insurance that it would cut off me losing Creighton here just to like that much. So like I'm all talking like out loud here. I've been streaming for a while. I think this is a pretty good Final Four. Do we see Purdue and UCLA? I seriously think that's like something that could happen, and Andy Katz has that. Andy Katz has Arizona, Purdue, Indiana, and UCLA. Oh, come on! I'm using him as a reference, but I'm not trying to copy him. No, I don't want that to happen. That makes me mad. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to copy off people, That's not really something I want to do. That's kind of garbage. I don't want to copy, but like I seriously think that's something that could happen. I don't know, man. It's sincerely possible, I think. All right. I think so. Again, I don't want to go off of Andy Katz. Do we see Purdue winning? I don't see Indiana because I seriously think it's either Indiana gets the Final Four. It's either Indiana gets to the Final Four or loses in like the first or second round. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Purdue, UCLA. But do we see Purdue winning? Is this UCLA's year? Obviously, Purdue is much higher ranked. Just overall, it's kind of hard to see me probably. Oop, hold on. Okay, here. Okay, so let's go back to our statistics. Where is Purdue? Okay, so wait. Okay, wait. Let's wait. Actually, we need to find out where Purdue is. Where is Purdue University? Lafayette, Indiana. So that still goes along with this theory that 100% of national champions since 1997 are located east of around like the halfway point of America, around the Mississippi. So that would take UCLA out of the running. Purdue, 100% of national champions since 2004 were ranked top 12 in the week 6 AP poll. And UCLA is not in that. However, Purdue is. And then Virginia, UConn, Alabama, Houston, Tennessee. Do we see Tennessee? And don't I have both Tennessee and Texas losing in the first round? Something makes me want to change this. Yeah, people have been watching, which nobody has. I don't feel good about that decision, but I think it's the best decision I could make in this spot, because I think a 3-14, right? So I have 3 here, 3-14 here. 3 and 14 here. At least one has to lose, and I think it's got to be Tennessee. So I honestly, compared to all of this, I think Purdue, each of the last 5 champions have been 1 seeds. Since 2012, 5 seeds are 21 to 19 versus 5 seeds. I don't get that. I'm sorry. I see this. I see Purdue actually winning. And then, oh man, the tiebreaker. So 69 to 72. It was 70 to 86. So we're rocking in the high 60s, low 80s range. And then what's Andy? Again, I don't want to copy off of him, but I seriously think that's like something that could happen. I don't know. Okay, he doesn't have a number for that. Let's do 65, 71, or 70, 75, 71. I think it'll be a little bit of a high-scoring one. Purdue would win. I think my picks are somewhat okay. They're somewhat good. I'm kind of iffy. So let me go over the little places I'm iffy. I'm iffy here. I'm iffy here. I'm iffy here. Penn State getting to the Elite 8. If they lose to Texas A&M the first round, that would be insane. But I do see a 10 seed, but I don't think it's Utah State. It could be UCS, actually. But I also don't see Boise State. What was I looking at? 3 and 14s? Is that what I was looking at? Oh, no, I was just going over where I'm iffy. I'm a little bit iffy here. Super iffy about this, but honestly, you got to go for it. That's like, kind of iffy in this area. Kansas State doesn't have a whole lot of experience, but neither does Montana State, and I think Kansas State's better than Montana State, but that's the whole thing about March Madness. I think Arkansas's good. However, I do see Arkansas beating Kansas, and then UConn going here. It almost makes me just want to duplicate this bracket and then just change the small little ideas, but still have Purdue, because I seriously do have Purdue. Because I think a lot of people have either Alabama or Purdue winning. But I'd love to see like who has Alabama. Here, well, I don't think we can see it yet, can we? Like who has who winning? I don't think. Yeah, that's not shown yet. Huh. And then I'm a little bit iffy. I think that's it. I think that's Iona's. Iona's good, but UConn's way better. I do see VCU coming out of the first round. I think this is it. Let's submit it. We got to submit it at some point, Boom, baby. There it is. Complete. That's my bracket. Let's do it. That's my real one. Wait. No, wait. Oh man, that sucks. Wait. Okay, hold on. Yeah. I'll do that later. But seriously, you see all this? This is me just like trying to cover all bases. This is like this is almost just experiment here. This is top seeds, Alabama winning. And then my other one, I have all the low seeds winning, and it's TXSU or FDU winning. I think I'm gonna make another one with VCU winning, and then I'm gonna make another one which is very close to the one that I just made, but little tweaks here and there. Honestly, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all. No one's probably watching. There are no viewers in this stream, but I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. Maybe make a little Spotify podcast out of it. I'm not very too sure, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening, watching, liking, subscribing, following, and adding yourself to my life and my media. I'm trying to make a media company in my bedroom. In the corner of my bedroom. Let's do it. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, listening. Movies, comics, sports, life don't matter. We talk about all of it here. So thank you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next stream, video, live stream, podcast episode. Don't check the link in the bio. Thank you. See you guys later.